curtain for you.
Joseph, I don't know whether I can go through with it. I'd be terribly frightened if I knew Louis were watching.
You've got to forget Louis Easton.
Listen, Joseph. I wanted to kill myself when I didn't hear from him. I didn't see any reason to keep on. I couldn't make good. I did all sorts of things, trying to pretend to myself it was all sort of a joke. Just experience. That I'd make up for all of it by being wonderful someday.
You will tonight, darling.
Yes, but suppose I'm not wonderful. Then everything's gone. If I can't act, there's nothing left. Because even if he came to me now on his knees, it would be too late. That's the tragedy. And I don't think I can act, Joseph. And even if I can, what does it matter?
Oh, but it matters a lot, Eva. It's the chance you've always dreamed of. It's your life.
You're right, Joseph. You're right, of course. It was silly the way I just talked. I'll give a performance tonight that'll make you proud of me. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks. Thank you.
This is your dressing room, Eva. Eva, my darling. You were superb. Magnificent.
Oh, Louis. Louis, I've waited. Waited for you.
I know. There's something I must tell you.
About us?
Mm-hmm.
About you and me?
I'm sorry for the way I behaved.
Let's not talk about that, please. It's going to be so much more wonderful now. You'll be so proud of me, really you will. And I can be so wonderful for you. You see, you're in my heart.
Listen, Eva, you must put me out of your heart. I don't belong there. I'm not the man for you. I never was. You don't belong to any man. You belong to Broadway, the theater, bright lights. From now on, you're under my professional wing. And that's all.
I understand.
But I can make you the biggest star that Broadway's ever known. You've got to keep your head and work hard. Come in. It's not going to be easy doing the same job night after night. That's why you mustn't take too seriously the people who are going to be running after you, telling you what to do. If you want to go on, Eva, keep your health, your money, and your head. Hello, Joseph.
Nice speech, Louis. The press is waiting to interview the new First Lady of the theater. And I mean it, Eva.
I'll talk to them first. See you later.
I could tell you so much, but words mean so little. You look tired.
I am.
Crushed.
Yes. Once I thought Louis loved me, and that I loved him. That seems awfully long ago. You've always been so good to me, Joseph.
Someday I'll tell you why. Right now, you must rest.
Joseph, I'm frightened. Terribly frightened.
But why, darling? This is your day.
And tomorrow? The day after and the years to come?
Oh, darling, you'll be the greatest. I know it.
Suddenly, I've grown up, Joseph. I see what's before me. Louis Easton tried to frighten me into being sensible. But he needn't worry. I know the road. I'll work hard. Harder than anyone's ever worked before. You see, Joseph, I don't want to be a morning glory. A flower that fades before the sun is very high. I'll be everything you ever wanted me to be. I promise you. I promise you.
James Hilton and Elizabeth Taylor will return in just a moment.
I'd like to speak for every member of the Hallmark family when I tell you, Miss Elizabeth Taylor, that your presence on the Hallmark Playhouse this evening was a very happy occasion for us.
I enjoyed it too, Mr. Hilton. I'm very happy to become better acquainted with you and with all the Hallmark family, since now I'm one of you.
And one of the very prettiest, too. Don't you think so, Frank Goss?
Yes, Mr. Hilton. It's going to be a real pleasure for children to collect Little Women dolls when they realize that Miss Taylor posed for one of them. And I'd like to remind our friends that the great American classic Little Women by Louisa May Alcott is being shown in motion picture houses around the country. You'll see the inspiration for the Hallmark dolls when you see the stars who make Little Women one of the finest motion pictures in years. You'll see Elizabeth Taylor, Margaret O'Brien, June Ellison, and Janet Leigh as the Little Women. Look for it at your local theater.
Thank you all for inviting me here tonight. And I'd like to thank Gerald Moore, who played Louis Easton, and Tony Barrett, who played Joseph. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Good night, Miss Taylor.